Hey guys, UrbanSuburban here. Gonna try and do a video for you today. I'm having trouble finding a spot to do a video today because the snow is so deep still, and now it's warm out, it's so soft. I keep sinking up to my hips everywhere I go, so we'll see if this will work here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little testing of the Gerber LMF II that I picked up a little while ago. I haven't used it at all yet, so I haven't touched up the edges. This is exactly how it came. Besides the sheath, obviously. So my plan is to process down this chunk of birch here, process it down to the point where I can start a fire with it, I guess. That's the plan anyway. We'll see how it does. As you can see, by the size of the blade here, it's a pretty good chunk of wood, so I'm gonna have to do it one edge at a time, and we'll see how it goes. But I got some faith in this knife. It's a pretty good knife. I got it for a really good deal. That's really the only reason I picked it up. But so let's put it through its paces here and see how it does. So far, so good. Obviously this isn't ideal conditions here. I don't even have a stump that I can dig out of the snow right now, but this seems to be working all right. So far I'd say batoning is doing pretty good actually. I mean, you're not going to span a major log or anything like that, but for something this size, just chipping away at it here. Working pretty good so far. Now I'm getting into the hard stuff in the middle here. I'm just pounding on the tip of this thing and it's holding up quite well if I can hit it. Of course here now, tried to take too big a chunk out here, I think. That's a problem. Can't blame that on the knife. We call that operator error. There we go. Pound this thing down a piece at a time. I guess there's a knot here because it does not want to go through this. Try another angle here. There we go. No problems there. Probably speed this up for you guys a little bit on video time. Magic of video. Well, as you can see, once I started taking little smaller chunks out of it, no problem at all. Nothing wrong with the edge here yet. Even the finish is held up well. I mean, there's some scuff on there, but of course that's going to happen no matter what. Some of that might actually even wipe off just a little bit of sap and tree gunk. But so far so good. Handle really, really comfortable. I mean, I got some thin wool mitts on here, but no shock transmitted to me whatsoever. You can see a little bit on the handle here where I whacked it a few times, I think, with the baton. A little wear and tear on the rubber there, but that's all cosmetic. And I had heard that you can have issues with the rubber on this handle, but again, to me that just shows you're using it. So I'm going to take some of these sticks, process them down even further, and get it ready for the fire. And again, do the magic of video. I'll speed that up a little bit for you guys. As you can see here, even with the serrations at the sort of the base of the blade here, I'm not really having an issue getting feathers. I thought I would, so at first I was using more of the tip here, which is a lot harder on the wrist, obviously. All the leverage you're losing, but even using these serrations here, not a problem. I'm actually quite impressed with that. Getting nice curls. Okay guys, I think we'll see how we're going to do here now. I might be skimping a little bit on the feather sticks here, but we'll see how this goes. See if we can get this started. Get some smaller sticks off to the side here in case that gets going. Another thing I'll show you guys here, I wrapped another ferro rod, the big one that I ordered. Just my paracord wrap here, safety orange. This one I put a long lanyard on it so I can wrap it right on my belt, so just leave this thing in my pocket, and if it falls out, it's not going anywhere, it just hangs there. Now we'll see how this, I haven't touched the spine on this knife. It feels like it's got a pretty good 90-degree edge here, so we'll see how it strikes. We'll see what we can get going here. Oh, it sure strikes. Well, can't fault the knife. It's striking nice. Of course, I got a little bit of snow in with all my curls here, so that's not going to be helping matters much. But we'll see what we can do. Okay fellas, I'm back. And obviously I'm not doing the old one stick video here, the one stick fire. This is more of a test of look at that, of the LMF here. And so far I gotta say I'm very impressed. Baton fine, feather sticks did actually way better than I thought it would. Very comfortable. I'm very, very pleased with this knife so far. So we'll just process up a little of this birch bark and see what we can get going here. If I can't start it with this, I give up. probably hear those snowmobiles in the background. It's April, and you can still snowmobile. Something's wrong. Alright. This rod out again. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, snuffed her out. There we go. Now we're cooking. Well, there you go, boys and girls. I think I can safely say we have fire. Not going to be real fancy here because this isn't going to burn long. I'll wait for that birch bark to burn out to make sure that that's not the only thing going. But I don't think so. And you can hear the kids in the background too. Tobogganing. Again, it's April. Still tobogganing. But I think we're good here. Yep, it's hot. Must be fire. Alright fellas, there you go. Get this off a bit. Gerber LMF II. Half price, 60 bucks. I'd say for that, well worth it. Again, tonned through that log. It was a good sized log. No damage whatsoever to the tip from the batoning. Not even really a mark on the spine here. Actually, there isn't. The finish, the coating on the spine there is still totally intact. No divots or anything. Looks good from striking it. You can see, or maybe you can see, there's a little bit of the shine showing through there from where I was striking it with the ferro rod, but of course that's expected. There's no way around that if you're going to use it to strike a ferro rod. I wasn't sure about those serrations, but you could still do feather sticks even with those serrations there. Doesn't feel like there's any flat spots or rolls on the edge here at all. All in all, very impressed. Very comfortable handle. It's a heavy knife. You got this huge chunk of metal at the end here, which has a flat spot for hammering. Glass breaker tip, obviously, spot for your lanyard. I'm actually very impressed. I would have no hesitation recommending this knife to anyone. Again, the only issue with this knife that I've read from anyone is that the rubber on the handle here eventually may or may not give out on you. But you can see there's a little wear on there already, but again, that's 100% cosmetic. Doesn't affect the function, the feel of it at all yet. So extremely happy with this. It's worth the money, especially if you get it on sale, which you often can. So anyway guys, thanks a lot. Urban Suburban here signing off. Take care. Talk to you soon.